welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for October the 21st through October the 27th. If you're new, welcome. I hope that you enjoy these readings and that you'll return. And if you are returning, thank you for supporting this channel and welcome back. Okay, so these readings are for your sun, moon, and rising. And they are for the collective. So please take what resonates and just leave the rest. Sometimes the messages can be very specific if spirit wants to contact a particular person over a particular situation. So if you would like a more tailored and in-depth personal reading, click on this link here. That will take you to my website. You can see what kind of readings I offer. Now, these... before I mention anything else, I do have a Facebook group, and that I do a live stream every 2 weeks in that Facebook group, and it's either about the new moon or the full moon. So coming up, we'll have the new moon coming up this week. So I will be doing a live stream at some point this week in that group, and we look at how you receive that the new moon or the full moon, whatever it is, in your sign. So it's very interesting, and I do that live, and I also have tarot cards on hand to answer questions. Now, another way to support this channel is through Patreon. So click on this link for Patreon and check out my Patreon page. You can donate as little as $1 a month. That's huge for me, maybe not so much for you, but it really helps. Now, what else? Lastly, these readings come in three sections. One is the intro, which is this. Then there's the astrological reading. And then there is the tarot card reading. And I will have skip times to all of those in the show more section below, as well as links to other videos. Sometimes it takes me a minute to update the links to the videos, but hang in there. Or you can also look at the playlist for October, and you can find all the videos in there. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology section of your reading, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading. Now, what an incredible, powerful celestial sky we have this week. First of all, of course, it's all about culminating in the new moon on Sunday. But before that, on Monday, Venus is trine Neptune. Now, this is Monday, October the 21st, and that happens at 3:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a harmonious aspect, and it brings in an intense appreciation for the arts, especially music and painting. You may have a stronger than normal inclination towards spiritual endeavors, or the mystical arts, such as astrology and tarot and Wiccan and things like that. Now, there could be a tendency to kind of sacrifice yourself, to be a little over generous and magnanimous. So that nature that can come out in all of us could leave you open for others to take advantage. Fortunately, Venus is also sextile to Saturn. So Saturn will rein that overly generous nature. It'll rein it in a bit, give it a little structure so that you won't be too generous and you won't be easily taken advantage of. But it is something to keep in mind. Now, the sun moves into Scorpio on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Scorpio. It's your month on the zodiac. So when the sun moves into Scorpio, things get a little more serious and perhaps more intense. It's important. Our relationships are more important. And also authenticity and honesty. We won't be interested in what's the word I'm looking for? Shallowness, or if someone's not quite who they seem to be, we don't have time for that. When the sun moves into Scorpio. Now, at the beginning of the week, we have 2 planets in Scorpio, Mercury and Venus. And then as we move to the new moon on Sunday, October the 22nd, there'll be 4 planets in Scorpio, because new moons are when the sun and the moon are adjacent, are right next to each other at the same degrees. They're almost on top of each other, right? So, the full moons are when they're opposite, the new moons are when they're together. This is a wonderful time to make intentions. And this is a new moon in Scorpio. So it is very emotional. It's very deep. It's very intense. Scorpio is the detective of the zodiac. And Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So there's a lot of Plutonian and Scorpionic energies going on this month. So Pluto is about the planet. It's the planet of transformation, right? So this new moon will give us a chance to really go deep and see what kind of behaviors are holding us back. What needs to change in our lives? Perhaps we need to let go of some people, or a place. Perhaps we need to move. Perhaps we need to let go of some things or some behaviors. It's about searching, going really deep and searching what triggers certain reactions in us, and how can we change that? Are we smoking? Are we overeating? Are we overworking, gambling, perhaps taking drugs, maybe not exercising or taking care of ourselves? Are we sabotaging ourselves in some way? This is an opportunity to co-create with the universe and really go deep within. Transform your life through purification, through Let me tell you, I have been working with Pluto this last week or 2, and that's why you haven't heard much of me online, because I have been in deep, not just cleansing, really purification, getting rid of all my old files. I had these files from, the 90s. So I've been shredding for days and deep cleaning. Everything's been moved. It is plutonic. So if you can do that, it feels so amazing. I have reorganized my whole home and my workspace, so everything kind of flows a lot more easily. So this is an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to look at yourself and how you react. Now, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. It's going to be quite a challenging week, because at the same time, the new moon, that's the moon and the sun, right, are opposite Uranus. Now, this can mean volatile moods and mood changes, and our energy levels may fluctuate. This is really important to resist the urge to react. It can be rebelliousness, and anger can come up. So breathe before you react, and perhaps it might be more prudent to stay quiet. If you have the urge, that impulse to react, resist that. Now, earlier on the same day, Sunday is a whoa, one of those days. It's like a whoa. It's a hot topic day. So I would be aware of Sunday. These energies are a few days before and a few days after. Excuse me. And the energy of the new moon will carry us forward. So look, this is an intention that we need to make at this new moon of how we can change our life going forward and improve it. It's like, what can we change fundamentally about ourselves? What is possible to change? This energy is behind us for this change. It's got our back. Now, earlier in that day, Mars squares Saturn. This can bring up control issues. This is all about control. It can be about manipulation. It's almost like you have to take control of everything. And people and situations. Now, in extreme situations, you may express cruelty or perhaps even violence to get your way, or somebody may perpetrate that against you. So this is really important because this, manipulation and anger and cruelty comes from fear, really. That's the underlying emotion is fear. So strive to find out what that fear is, where it comes from. It will give you a better understanding of yourself and perhaps some self-awareness. And when you have that, then you can start to change those things. So this new moon will help in that discovery, the self-discovery and self-awareness. So it is really one of those, this week is all about going within. It's about searching for solutions. It's about searching for the root and help you to understand. Because when you understand, it takes the power out of that fear, right? It stops you from reacting out of emotional fear. Okay, let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for October the 21st through October the 22nd, the tarot card section. Sorry, 27th, not 22nd. This is the tarot card section of your reading. Okay, one last shuffle. This is for Scorpio. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Scorpio for this coming week? Excuse me, I am a little under the weather, coughing and spluttering a bit, but I'm determined to get through these readings. Okay. Oh, shuffle them again. This is for Scorpio. 3 cards for Scorpio, please. What wonderful guidance, gifts, blessings, and helpful information can you give Scorpio for this coming week? October the 21st through October the 27th. Way too many came out there. 3 cards for Scorpio, please. 1. Oh, that's 2. Oh, how many is that? 3. That's 3 cards. Oh, wow. Oh, very, very interesting. There's definitely crossover here, guys. If you know your sun, moon, and rising, check them out. Particularly your rising, I would. I mean, you can even do your Venus as well. These are clarifying cards for Scorpio. And darling, happy birthday. It's your birthday. You can cry if you want to. You just might. You would cry too if it happened to you. Happy, happy birthday, baby. Oh my God, I have Hillary, happy birthday. She's a wonderful friend. She's a patron too. She's just amazing. So happy birthday, Amy. Who else do I know that's Scorpio? Oh my God, I know hundreds and I can't remember one right now, but I'm not feeling well. That's my excuse. Happy birthday to all. Oh, Nicole. Happy birthday, Nicole. So supportive. Oh my God. And James Costas. Happy birthday. Oh my God. So many birthdays, so little time. I have a lot of Scorpios in my life. So listen, if I've missed anyone, happy birthday, and I'll try to remember next week. Okay. These are clarifying cards for Scorpio. Wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information. Can you give Scorpio through these clarifying cards? Please clarify. Oh, 2 cards came out there. Please clarify. Oh, there we go. And please clarify there you go. Alrighty then. Take a look at your cards, shall we? Okay, the first card out is the Page of Cups. Excuse me. Clarifying that is the Seven of Cups along with the Four of Cups. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Four of Pentacles, and then you have the Hermit clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Scorpio. Okay, so the first card out for you is the Page of Cups, and she's like the gift of love, right? She's also the gift of intuition. But this can be a resurgence of love and feeling, but really it can be intuition and psychic ability too. I'm kind of getting both. When I say it's for love, I get intuition and psychic ability. When I focus on intuition and psychic ability, I get love. So this could be for several people, obviously. But, you know, I'm getting remain calm in the storm kind of thing too. Now, clarifying the Ace of Cups, you know, the Ace of Cups can mean a new addition to the family too. A message. Could be a message of love. Okay, so the next card you have is the Seven of Cups. That's introspective. It's about going in. It's about meditation. It's about connecting with your inner wisdom. So you know you're confused. It's like, oh, you don't know which way to go. So actually I am getting that it's intuition and psychic ability. Very strong. So there's a lot happening around you and you don't know which direction to go in. You're in a dilemma of some sort right now. And you don't know where to go. Now, I feel that it's emotionally based, so it's got something to do with a relationship or your family, not necessarily your career, but it could kind of, you know, if you work from home, it could kind of have that. It could be that you have to move or you're thinking of a new direction to go in and you have all these opportunities and you just don't know which way to go. What's interesting, right, is that the Four of Cups is right next to it and you're kind of focusing on what hasn't worked. You're not seeing the possibilities. So you're kind of stuck in, if you make this decision, it's hard for you to make this decision right now because you're focused on the problem or the possibilities of the problem. You're just thinking about what hasn't worked out for you. And I feel that you've got to kind of go within and connect with inner source, because that's going to give you the clarity. You need to quieten the mind. It's almost like there's too many opportunities and there are too many scenarios and you are just not seeing the gift. You are so focused on what's not worked out and what will probably not work out, right? You're not seeing this wonderful opportunity that's being handed to you. So there's a gem there that you're not seeing. There's something that you should really jump on. So in order to do that, you've got to go within because all the answers are within. So you've got to quieten the mind. Take some time to meditate. Do a guided meditation. There's thousands on YouTube. Just do one because I think it's going to give you clarity. You're looking in the wrong direction is what I'm getting for some of you. And because of that, you're missing the prize. And look, the next card is the Queen of Pentacles. And she's this, she has a dog by her side, so that represents her loyalty. She's definitely a hard worker. Look, she lives for opulence and luxury and, possessions, luxury items and possessions. But she's really a hard worker. She's a really incredible businesswoman. She's out there wheeling and dealing. She knows that in order for her to have these riches, she's got to put the time and the effort into it. And so she's creating this wealth. Now, clarifying it is the Four of Pentacles. So I have a feeling that you are holding on to something. And you're probably holding on to you're afraid to spend, I'm getting. I feel that there's some fear in spending money that you have because you're worried that you may not replenish it and that the coffer may not get full again. And so it's like you're not spending and you're holding it on like that. And the problem is when you do that, you're blocking the money's energy. Wealth is energy. It comes and it goes. And if you don't release it, it can't come back, right? So it's almost, I'm not saying spend frivolously, but don't hold on to it where you're depriving yourself. I feel that you're depriving yourself of some luxury, and you need to kind of experience, look, you need to pamper yourself. I mean, if it means go to a day at the spa or something like that, that's what you need to do. To feel opulent and to feel abundance. I feel that you have enough and you shouldn't be worrying about it not being replenished. But I'm not saying you shouldn't worry to the point where you're silly spending it. That's not what I'm saying. But let some go, darling. And sometimes it's like give to charity or, invest in something that's going to bring you money back, perhaps your business, something like that. And clarifying it's the Hermit. You see, it's about meditation. You have to go within, Scorpio. It's really important. Look, we all have to go within right now, right? We've got Plutonian and Scorpionic energy where we need to go within. We need to see what we need to change. Are we addictive in some way? Are we holding on to our money that when we should be letting it go? Are we confused because our lack of concentration? I mean, what is it that we can go within and change? What can we look at? The Hermit goes into a cave for, 40 days and 40 nights. They always choose that, don't they? And he voraciously reads. He gets all the wisdom he can. He connects with he comes out spiritually awakened. And that's what we have to do right now. We have to go in and we have to awaken. We have to wake up. We've got to see what's within us that we can change, that we can move forward differently and successfully. What has been holding us back? And you definitely have to look at what is holding you back. You have to go within. The Hermit comes out and he's holding up this lantern that represents his mind. He's no longer controlled by his mind. He's not making decisions from an emotional standpoint. He is holding up the light and he's showing others the way. He's the light at the end of the tunnel. And you can be the light at the end of the tunnel. If you're in the tunnel, he's the light. You're going to see a way out. And look, clarifying the Hermit, it's like once you clear your mind, once you quieten it, you'll have some clarity and you're going to start seeing it pay off. You can make the right decisions and you're going to see the abundance that can create with a clear mind, with focus and attention. Scorpio, happy birthday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media. Comment. I always answer every comment and feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.